I just honestly have a bunch of these, even more there. And I thought, like, why not? I'll just use this opportunity and make a review video, and maybe it will just be useful for someone. So let's get started. Of course, I bought all of these during winter sale. If they would be full price, I would obviously not buy all of those because I don't need that much. I am not a professional reviewer, but I will try to tell you which ones I like, which ones I don't like. You don't have to rely on my opinion because everyone's taste is different, but maybe it will just give you some slight insight into how it feels. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's start with this one. It's Jasmine Rainfall. Yes, Rainfall. So this one was my first one, and as you can see, I already used a little bit of it. I both like it and don't like it. It says that it has notes of ivory, jasmine, and dewy pear. Also on the internet it says that it's coconut water smell. It's kind of, it does smell like pear. I don't really feel jasmine in here, but this one is, I would say it's good. It does have a little bit, of this like cheap sweetness. All the cheap perfumes have this kind of vanilla cheap sweetness, but at the same time it does have this fresh pear note, which I like. And this note actually stays, because usually these types of cheap fragrances, they open up with the main notes, and later when it evaporates, you just have only that sweetness left. This one, you do feel the pear, even like after some time. I like it, but I don't think I would buy this one again. Because it is a little bit too sweet, so if you want freshness, this one isn't really for you. Okay, so this one, Jasmine Waterfall. Oh, sorry, Rainfall. Okay, let's move next. The next one is Cedar Breeze. Cedar Breeze. On Victoria's Secret website, it says that the type of this fragrance is fresh aromatic notes, dewy rosemary, glowing cedar wood, and salted air. I don't know how glowing cedar wood smells, but I do kind of know how cedar wood smells. This one is actually very fresh. I do feel a little bit of rosemary and definitely a lot of cedar. It's like very, very grassy, not grassy, like the natural smell, like actually cedar wood. But I did use a little bit of this too already. But honestly, I don't use this on my body because this does not smell like, to me at least, it does not smell like something you want to put on your body. It does smell like, more like something you would, like the air freshener, I guess, or the linen spray. So I do spray it on my blankets, and it does a good job. Also, the way I use it, I sometimes spray it inside of my air humidifier. I know you should better use essential oils in air humidifier, but I use these body sprays sometimes because they just, they smell good. So that's how I use it. Sorry, Victoria's Secret, but I don't really use it on my body. The next one, it's called Nightsip. So Nightsip, on Victoria's Secret website, it says the type of this fragrance is woody floral, notes, violet petals, champagne bubbles, specifically bubbles, toasted cedar wood. So the previous one was glowing cedar wood, and this one is toasted. I'm not sure how toasted cedar wood smells. Let's check it out. This one smells good. It's very, 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 very powdery. Very powdery. So again, what did it say? It said woody floral, right? Woody floral. It doesn't smell floral at all. I don't smell any cedar wood at all. Absolutely. I don't know how champagne bubbles smell, but this powderness, maybe you can say it's champagne. Maybe it's just me, I don't smell violet petals either. But it does smell good. It's very powdery though. It's something you want to put on yourself, like after shower, after bath. It does feel like this. It's very sweet as well. In general, it's a good one. I'm sure a lot of people like this one. It's not like something I would use every day because I'm not really like a sweet fragrance person, but this is kind of sweet. I like the way they branded it with champagne, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it actually has these like drops, like water drops, textured water drops, which you can feel with your fingers. You probably don't really see it, but it kind of looks nice. Okay, let's move next. It's called Sunrise Waves. On the Victoria's Secret website, it says that the type of this fragrance is floral warm. Notes sparkling amber, orange blossom, brisk bergamot. Let's check it out. Very, very sweet. So much more sweet than that one. That's definitely not something you would use on your blankets, probably. It is very sweet. It is a little bit powdery. What do they say? Sparkling amber. I don't know. I think sparkling amber, it's just something like you brand it with something that sounds cool, because how can sparkling amber actually smell, right? So, orange blossom. Maybe something's wrong with me again, but no orange blossom to me. Just a very powdery, sweet smell. It does smell like sunrise waves. It does smell like something warm, like you can imagine yourself at the beach during the sunrise. Yes, I would say it's powdery sweet. It does have a little bit of bergamot though, as it says. Very sweet. Won't use it every day again. It's just not mine. Let's move to the next one. Pear. I'm not sure I pronounced it correctly. Glacé. The description on the website says that this fragrance is the type fruity, sugared pear, dewy melon, and ooh la la. Ooh la la is the part of this notes description. Let's see how ooh la la smells. I like this one. It smells very grassy, like very green, spicy, way too green. But it's not a bad fragrance, it's not that sweet. It's totally can find its lovers, I'm sure. I also used it on my linen, on my blanket. I don't like this one, I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, you see, I already used a little bit of it. So this one was Pear, Glacé, or I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Let's move to the next one. The next one, I bought two of these, the same series. To be honest, I was kind of a little bit disappointed in this one. I do like the design of this bottle more than the others, because I like the simple font, no weird patterns. This is Pomegranate and Lotus. It does smell very much as pomegranate. No Lotus in here for me. I can see a lot of people liking this, but it has this cheap sweetness, the one I said at the very beginning. So when the pomegranate disappears, it opens with pomegranate for sure. I felt only sweetness, not a good sweetness like that cheap one. You know, I kind of start feeling a little bit of Lotus here. So this one is very sweet, but I do not like the sweetness, but I'm sure a lot of people will. And it does have this interesting note of pomegranate in it. I forgot if I showed it closely. So this is how it looks like. Pomegranate and Lotus. I'm not sure I will use it a lot. Probably I'll even sell it. Okay, so a very sweet one. Let's move to the next one. I think I have like 8 in total. So, 2 more. The next one from the same series. Wild Fig and Manuka Honey. Okay. This one, even though it's the same series as the pomegranate one, I just can't get over this one. As I told, I'm not a sweet fragrance person, but this one is sweet though. But this sweetness, it is like, it's not that cheap sweetness I told before. This one smells really like niche. I don't know, I just love this one. It's kind of a little bit, it has a little bit of spiciness. It definitely does smell like fig. I'm not sure how much this fig is wild, as they claim, because they branded it very sexy. Wild fig and Manuka honey. It definitely smells like fig. It's a very interesting fragrance. I do love it. I will use it. And it actually is much longer lasting than the others, because you should know that these types of fragrances, they are cheap. I'm not sure how much it's in dollars, but in Japanese yen, even before sale, it was like 3,000 something yen. It's probably less than 20, but maybe $25, around that, I'm not sure. On sale, I bought it for less than $10 probably, but you can see how much is it. It's 250 milliliters. So it's pretty much a lot for this price. So you should know that they are not long lasting. They're not gonna last you the same as perfume. They will just not. You will probably not feel it even after 1 hour. But this one, it stays longer. I love this one. I recommend this one. It's a very interesting sweetness. Oh, I also forgot to say that yes, I do smell honey a lot. It does smell like honey, but I'm not sure how many of you can tell how exactly Manuka honey smells. I did use a lot of Manuka honey in my life, so I cannot really say that this is particularly a smell of Manuka honey, but again, Manuka honey sounds sexy, and as a brand, they like it's better than just honey, right? So that's why we have wild fig and Manuka honey. I recommend this one. Let's move to the last one. The very last one I have, it's from the absolutely different series. It's actually the same as the perfume. They have a popular perfume called Very Sexy C. It costs probably the 100 milliliters bottle costs around $100, so it's not the cheap one. That's how it looks like. It does replicate the perfume smell, but again, it's not long lasting. About the notes, according to Victoria's Secret website, the fragrance type is citrus, floral, woody. Notes: Italian bergamot, neroli blossom, sun-drenched cedar. Oh my god, we have so many types of cedar already, and all the names are so sexy. Glowing cedar wood, toasted cedar wood. Now we have sun-drenched cedar. Oh my god. So, Italian bergamot. I don't know, probably just bergamot. Let's check this one out. This is Very Sexy C body spray by Victoria's Secret. I did use a little bit already. Okay, so you can tell the difference. It definitely is something different, because it definitely feels like that's a perfume. It is very citrusy, just as it says. I do feel a lot of bergamot in here. It actually does smell like my natural bergamot essential oil. It does smell like neroli. It is very fresh. It's not sweet at all. It's very like adult fragrance. If you're into those super sweet like lollipop fragrances, you won't like this one. I do love this one though, and I will keep using it, but I actually don't have the perfume version of this. I'm sure the perfume version is better because, you know, it does have something cheap in its fragrance. Obviously it is, because that's, you know, that's the body mist and it's not long lasting, so I just don't want to spend money on the perfume because I have so much already, and it's not something like my super favorite. So, but if someone would give this one to me, I would use this one because that's a good one. It is very fresh, very citrusy, very adult. I would even say maybe even some man would consider using this. It's not manly. It's kind of unisex, but it's not manly unisex. But I do know guys who use very sweet perfumes. Like, even I don't use those sweet perfumes. Yes, so yeah, you can consider this one as unisex probably. So I guess this one was the last one. I actually had one more. I had the Low Spell body spray, but body mist, but that one was just way too sweet. Like, way too sweet, and like a little bit cheap sweetness again, so I sold that one. Okay, so I hope guys that some of you found this helpful. Maybe you are considering buying some of these fragrances, especially now when there is this huge seasonal sale on Victoria's Secret. Well, I'll repeat again, this is not sponsored. I just have a bunch of these, that's why I'm making this review, and I will probably make more reviews because I have a lot of perfumes. I'm just obsessed with perfumes, with different fragrances. I have expensive, I have cheap, so I'll probably make more. You know, some people, they collect whiskey. They have a lot of whiskey bottles opened, not opened, and they just have them. That's with me in perfume. And sometimes I'm obsessed even just with bottles. The bottles are so cute, so I'm not even like, I might not really like the fragrance, but if the bottle is good, I do enjoy loving it. If the bottle isn't good, but the perfume is good, I kinda, you know, it feels different. I'll tell you about this later, more in my other review. Thank you for watching today. Hope you stayed with me till the end. So this was Lexi from Rainfall Whisper, and see you again